Coping with Tre Tailor, giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life, because we'll always be coping with something. Coping.
Hey there. Thank you so much for joining us for Coping. I'm Tre Tailor. We're giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life because we will always be coping with something. Today, we are coping with the NAACP. Their Freedom Fund Banquet is coming up in just a couple of weeks. And Brenda Murphy joins us. She is president of the South Carolina State Conference of the NAACP. Ms. Murphy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, thank you so much for having me on your show.
Absolutely. We're going to come right back with Ms. Murphy in just a short, but don't forget to check the bottom of the screen throughout the show. You will see scrolling information about tests, vaccines, job listings, also financial resources, including scholarships, help with your bills, including your mortgage and rent, and so much more. We are streaming on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So please post, share, like, and follow so we can get the message to the masses. The message we are talking about today is the NAACP. Their Freedom Fund Banquet is coming up. Brenda Murphy joins us. She is president of the South Carolina State Conference chapter. Thank you so much, Ms. Murphy, for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. It's my privilege to be here and to share
Absolutely.
information with you.
Absolutely. So you are president of the state chapter. So that is the umbrella is every chapter, every city chapter. So Columbia, Spartanburg, whatever. You are over all of those, correct?
That is correct. We have chapters, branches, I shall say branches in all 46 states, 46 states, listen to me, 46 counties here in our state. And yes, I am the president for the state conference, South Carolina State Conference of Branches, having oversight of those branches in all of the areas of our state.
Awesome. NAACP, as we all know, has been around advocating for Black and Brown people for years and years. Tell me why you think it's still important for an NAACP.
I think it's even more so important right now in terms of the challenges that we are seeing here in not only locally but nationwide. They are very similar in terms of what we are seeing. As you know, we are nonpartisan, but we are being impacted with challenges that relate to education. And we know that education is the foundation in terms of how successful we will be as a people. And
Absolutely.
without adequate education, then, in terms of our being successful, it is adversely impacted. So, education, economically, uh, gun control, we just have so many issues right now that we are faced with, and we must deal with them because it's not going to get any better. So, we as advocates are doing what we can in order to make those issues known, be engaged, being involved in sharing opinions for other people, for ourselves, because we must at this time. We just can't sit back and not say much about what is going on because
Um,
it is impacting on our young people. And that group of individuals I'm very concerned about because truly, truly, it is having a significant impact.
Yeah, Brenda Murphy joins us. She's president of the South Carolina State Conference of the NAACP. She was telling us, if you just joined us, please hit the replay button, why the NAACP is still very important, even here in 2024. In just a minute, you're going to share with us about a couple of upcoming events you have that do just that. But before we get to that, I want to ask you, how are you advocating for Black and Brown people? Tell us about some of the types of advocacy you are doing for all of the issues, education, guns, things like that, that you were just speaking of.
Well, let me just share with you that some of the, I guess, activities that we have been involved in. Of course, we do attend sessions at the State House so we can hear
Yeah. Yeah.
personally some of the bills that are being considered, especially those bills that are going to impact on us as Black people, people of color. And not only do that, we are working with our communities throughout the state in terms of letting them know, hoping to make them more aware of what the issues are, how they're going to impact, uh, understanding how things have changed over the past few years, and the regression. I'll just say regression that is taking place, especially as it relates to and I, I'm very interested in education because I just feel that's the foundation for
Mm-hmm.
everything that we do. So and there is a significant impact in terms of some of the trends that we are seeing. So we are working with our communities. We are talking about these issues, asking them to become engaged because locally we need them to be engaged with their representatives, let them know what the challenges are in their communities, and that's critical. Um, does it take a lot of time? Yes, it does. The week is very full, Monday through Sunday.
Brenda Murphy joins us. We are coping with the NAACP. She's president of the South Carolina State Conference. And if you just joined us, please hit the replay button because she has been sharing with us some of the things that the NAACP is working on and advocating for. Ms. Murphy, we know in January you have a prayer service coming up at the State House, and it's going to cover some of the things you were talking about as far as education. Tell us about that and how can people become involved?
Okay, that date is June the 24th, right around the corner. What we will be addressing at that rally, it's a rally and prayer service. First, I think it's very important for us to invite the churches to be a part of this work that needs to be done because the church is a place that many people, all of us go to, many of us go to, and we receive information and guidance. And so we feel that they are able to share the message. And so we are going to invite our pastors to come in and to be a part of the prayer service that we will have at the beginning, before the rally begins. And key areas that will be addressed during that rally will be education, gun violence, our economic challenges, the need for prison reform, and to do what we can to encourage engagement of our young people in a positive manner to improve some of the situations that we are experiencing in our neighborhoods that affect them.
Right. So this is June 24th, a prayer service at the State House. What time does it start? And are you encouraging people to come and join you?
Yes, I am encouraging as many people as possible to be a part of this. I think we must begin to unify. We must collaborate. We, as in AACP, can't do this alone. We need our partners to be engaged, our communities to be engaged, in order to come up with the right solution in terms of moving forward in a direction that's going to impact significantly on outcomes for positive things to start happening in our communities. The event will start at 10 a.m. at the State House, the front part right there at Gervais and Main Street. And yes, yes, we are encouraging individuals from throughout the state to come. Our voices, we must lift them up. We must speak loudly together. And the time is now. We can't afford to wait any longer. We know we're having events, traumatic events in neighborhoods. We're losing our children. And we've got to start looking at this very seriously and moving forward with a plan, engaging with our representatives to let them know we need them to represent the people. And if they don't represent the people, then we are going to also emphasize the importance of voting, why we need the vote, and that every vote counts. So definitely, we will be engaging our young people and encouraging them to get out and vote. Also, this is going to be a very busy year, because we know a major election is coming up next year.
Hmm. Yeah, January 24th, prayer service and rally, the NAACP, Columbia, South Carolina State House grounds. Miss Murphy, who is president of the state chapter of the NAACP, is encouraging everyone, particularly young people, to come out and be engaged. How are you getting the message to the young people, Miss Murphy? I know that there are several youth chapters of the NAACP throughout the state. Are you relying on them to kind of uh, engage their peers?
Yes, we are. We have youth councils throughout the state. We also have college chapters throughout the state. So we're dependent on our college chapters as well in terms of getting the word out and bringing their peers to the state house, talking to our branches, adult branches, in terms of them supporting the youth and councils and the college chapters in terms of getting them here to the state house as well.
All right. So people can log on to the NAACP website for more information about the upcoming rally in June and also about how to get involved with the NAACP. Is that correct?
They certainly can. We would love for them to contact us. We can help with how to charter new youth councils, new college chapters. Even though we have quite a number of chapters that are already in process, already I will say
Already established?
organized,
Yeah.
and so throughout the state. The historically black colleges, all of them have chapters, and then we have chapters at Winthrop, um, um, even Clemson, the University of South Carolina, that are engaged. USC Aiken, USC Upstate. So we have a number of college chapters that are organized throughout the state.
Awesome. Now, I know you guys have a big event coming up, your Freedom Fun Banquet. Tell us about that.
Yes, the Freedom Fund banquet is coming up very soon. That is this coming Saturday, June 10th. It's going to be at the
Banquet and conference.
Brooklyn Banquet Conference Center at Brooklyn Baptist Church. And we're looking forward to that. We will be recognizing and honoring several individuals, one being Dr. Baron
David.
Davis, an
Mhm.
educator. Also, Dr. Bell,
Linda
who is
Bell.
with DHEC, that's right. Dr. Elder James Johnson, who works with racial justice advocacy, and Mr. McLaughlin with the Urban League are going to be our individuals that we will be recognizing during that event. And our keynote speaker will be Senator Ronnie Sapp. And Senator Sapp, I'm sure you know, I see him as an individual that has been very, very instrumental and very vocal about the needs of us as a people. And I would just like to give, I will say, kudos to Senator Sabb, Senator Jackson, um, Senator Jackson is my senator, and other senators that have been very vocal about the needs of our people. And, even though we don't have as many of them in place as we need, I will say they are doing a yeoman's job in terms of um, being concerned about the rights of individuals and making sure that at least voicing the need for fairness and justice in all arenas.
Awesome. So the Freedom Fun Banquet is going on this Saturday, the Brooklyn Banquet and Conference Center. Are tickets still available?
Tickets are still available. They can be, you can call 803-754-4584. That's our office number to purchase tickets, or you can go online at info@scnaacp.org and also be able to receive information on how to purchase tickets. And let me just mention, because I don't want to not mention that Judge, our Judge Newman, will be a part of our at our session as well. He will be introducing our guest speaker and making a few remarks. But yes, we encourage you to call or check our website for available tickets.
All right.
I'd like for you to join.
Tickets are still available for the NAACP Freedom Fund Banquet. Dr. Linda Bell, JT McLaughlin, Baron Davis, among others, are going to be honored. And Representative Senator Ronnie Sabb will be the guest speaker, and there'll be other notable people that are attending. For more information on that, and also all of the advocacy that the NAACP is doing and how you can get involved in an already organized chapter or launch your own, you can see the information on the screen. We've been coping with the NAACP today, their Freedom Fund Banquet, and upcoming events. Brenda Murphy with South Carolina Conference is the president and has joined us today. If you're just joining us, please hit the replay button because she is sharing some information you won't want to miss. Brenda Murphy, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure.
All right, coming up, we've got more, including your devotional. That's next on Coping. I'm Tre Tailor.
Computers, they're a part of our everyday life. But when they're not working, they're an everyday problem. So call Computers Unique, your everyday solution. 803-351-5821. Is your computer running slow? Won't turn on? Do you need a screen replaced? Or maybe you just need another computer? Well, Computers Unique is your one-stop shop for all your computer needs. They have a wide variety of new and pre-owned PCs, Macs, and tablets. So call Computers Unique, Dutch Square Mall. 803-351-5821. 803-351-5821.
Hey there, thank you so much for joining us on Coping. I'm Tre Tailor. We're giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life because we will always be coping with something. Hey, before I leave, I want to share this devotional with you. This is from Conversations with God. It's from Cheryl Mims Williams with Agape Counseling and Training Services in Columbia, South Carolina. This is such a great book. It includes some of her prayers, some of her diary readings, and devotionals. This one says, "Trust me, my child. I know you're having a hard time praying, studying, and focusing on me. I know you don't like the way this feels. You can't rely on your feelings." That's good. This is about knowing, being faithful, and holding on. Knowing even if you don't feel or see it. Isn't that such a wonderful reminder that God is with us always, even if we don't feel it, see it, or hear it? We've got to know it. That's what faith is all about. It's from Cheryl Mims Williams from Agape Counseling and Training Services. This is called Conversations with God. I'm Tre Tailor. Thank you so much for joining us on Coping. We're giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life because we will always be coping with something. The good thing about it is that we're never alone. Thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Coping, find peace of mind to survive through whatever. Coping, learning the way that we thrive all together. Coping, finding out what's real. Coping, we can heal, we can heal, we can heal. Coping with stress, coping with strife, bringing hope for success, for improving our life. Coping beyond hoping to do more than survive, ways to live a healthy life. promoting learning what you can do. 6 ways to a better you. Coping, find peace of mind to survive